the Mandela effect. I'm going to try to explain string theory for those of you that think the government is going into our past and changing the past, and you're still on the same earth, in the same place. I'm going to show you how string theory works to a certain degree. Here we go. This is what I understand from it. Correct me if I'm wrong. String theory is the Mandela effect, right? The Mandela effect. And it's really happening, folks. So string theory is when you make a decision at every point in time. I don't know how often that is. Every second, every half a second, there's a decision made by even your body. You're vibrating into four. No. Sorry, you're vibrating into seven. This is what I heard. 7 identical parallel universes. So there's 7 parallel universes that are exactly the same. And the way it works is we'll draw this object, whatever it is. It has all these different corners, right? And you're stuck your entire existence on this one corner. Just forget about the rest of it. You're stuck here. This is your reality. Like my hand right here, see? That's the angle that you're at for your whole life. Your entire life, you're on that one angle of my hand. You're the hand, and that's the one angle you're on. Not knowing the entire time there's another angle. So you're always seeing this. But if you were to shift, you go, wow, I'm in a different place. But it's the same hand. You're the hand. You see what I'm saying? You're the hand. So you exist there. You exist everywhere here, but you're only allowed to see one angle of it to your entire life. The earth, everything you experience is at one angle, but you're connected to the entire hand. String theory says every decision that's made, okay, you're at this decision point, and there's a fork in the road. So if you make a decision to scratch your head because you're itching, right? You made the decision. That's the reality, the way it's taking you. If you wait a second longer and scratch it, it goes that way. You wait 3 seconds longer, it goes that way. That's the way it works. You create a new reality from the point of every movement, every decision. You could be laying in your bed and you're just moving different, just from moving your, Anyways, so all these realities are created from decisions, and it goes on. Example: say there's within a minute span, you scratch your head at 4 different points. You scratch yourself at a second end, you wait 5 seconds instead, you wait 7 seconds, it all creates a new reality. Well, even on those points, they're creating new... I just sharpened this pencil, sorry about that. It's creating new forks in the road, and then those create new ones. So it's multiple universes per second. They're constantly being created. Well, you're only, like I said, okay, you're only on one point. This is the hand. This is your whole life is at one angle. But if you were to shift, you would see it that way. Oh, I'm somewhere else. It's the same hand. You're just yeah, you are in a different physically. And you physically see. So this is how it works. Okay, there's 7 I heard, but let's just say there's 4, for example, right? There's 4, and then, like I said, every decision you get a new reality. Right? So let's say these are going to be 4 different realities. There's 7 identical, supposedly, is what I've understood, and then they branch off. Eventually it becomes where it's slightly altered, then it's slightly altered, because it goes on affinity, it goes on forever. Slightly altered into bigger alterations, but you're always moving away from the original. Every time the alteration, you're moving further away from the original. Like, if this is the original, there's a point, you make a decision, that's the original, and then all your decisions create this line. but it's not really just one line. It's multiple decisions. So a decision there, you went that way instead of that way. And then a decision here, you went that way, and then you went that way. Well, while you're making these decisions, you're vibrating on 7 different angles. So there's all these different decisions that were actually made that you're not aware of. If you don't scratch your head, if your head's itching and you scratch it, that's created. If you don't scratch it, you wait 5 seconds, that's created. So it's all these possibilities. And then those keep going and going and going. And then you understand now? So your reality, say all the decisions you made created the line, the one line, which is from all the different forks in the road. And that's what you see from your past, everything. You see it's from that one line. Well, if they go back and try and change the past, right, from all the different forks in the road, right, they can't change anything. All they can do is change from this point. They can go back in time, but they're not in your, they can't go back in time. If they go back in time, they said, it has to be on the same timeline that we're on now. So maybe a place on the same timeline where they're in the cowboy days still, because they didn't create cars, airplanes. So they're in the cowboy days still, but it's still 2017. You understand? So they can go back there, but they can't go backwards in time. I heard that whatever is set is set. It can only parallel directly straight across the present. So if things are different now, it's not because they're going back in time and changing things. It's because we have shifted. Because it's like this here. 4 different people. It's you. It's you. Say it's 4 different realities. But every reality, you're connected to this line here. You're connected to yourself. You're only given the one angle, like the hand. You're only given that one angle. You live that your entire life. There's another angle. You live there your entire life. You live there your entire life. The point is that you're only seeing one angle. What happened with us is we shifted the Mandela effect. Now we're seeing a different angle. So physically, nothing has changed. Your body is still where it was at. You're not there anymore. The part that connects you that you don't see, which is inside of all the atoms, it's the smallest thing that makes up the atom. There's an atom, a dwarf. It goes smaller and smaller and smaller until eventually there's nothing in there but a vibration. That vibration, they believe it's sound, but that vibration is making a shape. Like when you throw a rock across a pond of water, and you'll see the ripples. You throw a rock and you'll see all the different ripples that one rock made from the water. That's the same water, it's all one water, but you'll see a riffle, another riffle, another riffle. Those are all separate riffles, one water. That's the same theory. So, but we're only allowed to live on one riffle. That's how we live. So you as a human being, you're the entire water. You by yourself, you're the entire water. But there's different riffles. You're only allowed to experience one riffle. And the reason you're seeing something different because you're not on that riffle anymore. You're on a different riffle now. So what happened is this person that you were and the reality that you were on, say this is the original one right here, right? This guy here is no longer there. That's still there in that reality, but your consciousness is the only thing that changed, because this is you, but you're only experiencing this. And that line right there is the membrane that connects you together as the one person. That's the membrane. It's it binds you. If you were to shift, you'd be in a different reality where things are different there. Now remember, I believe there's 7. That's what I heard. I mean, I believe that's what I've heard. But there could be, I think